Um, Welcome to today's live stream. My name is John. I am the creator of WebDev for You. I do these live streams every Monday through Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Central. And in these live streams, we cover everything about Webflow, how to use Webflow, how to build layouts in Webflow. We even build complete websites in these live streams. I also go over how to create animations and interactions in Webflow. And I provide support via the super chat function. If you need help with your personal projects, you can just drop a super chat and I'll be happy to take a look at the project or provide any support or insight on your personal projects. Welcome. So, hey Dale, thanks for joining. Today's going to be kind of a pretty laid back live stream. My Thursday live streams are usually pretty laid back. I try not to cover too much kind of intense content and just have a free flow kind of live stream. That's what this will be today. I'm happy to discuss anything Webflow. If you have something you want to, write in the chat or ask questions, I definitely have the time today to take a look. Hey Amkar, welcome. So on today's agenda, we'll build this quick layout using the grain effect. So we're going to work with the grain.js script, and then this should just take a few minutes, and then from 12:20 to 12:30 I'll field any questions about this build, and then from 12:30 to 1 we'll just have a general Webflow discussion and super chats. So we'll have plenty of time today for discussing various things about Webflow. So hey Manuel, I looked up the grain effect and I can showcase how to use it. I'm not sure if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there is a script called grain.js, and we can build this site quickly here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm glad you got to play with anime.js. Dope. Yeah. So, we can look at maybe other methods of adding this grain effect, but there is a quick script. So I'll quickly build out this layout here. I'll just start a new project. And I also used a new font in this build. So let's see. Yeah, why not? We'll just start with the build. It's a really quick build, so we'll just go through the motions. I'll add a section, set the min height to 100 VH, and I like to give it padding of 10 VW from the left and the right. Sometimes I do 5 as well. And I will center, flexbox center. I'll add a div block and I'll call this hero wrapper, set it to 100%, and I'll add a div block in here, call this hero left. Hey Dylan, how's it going? We're just working with a little grain effect here in Webflow. Just creating a hero section right now. You've probably seen me do this 100 times at this point, or at least 20 times maybe. I know that might be a stretch, but hero left, hero right, hero wrapper. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll just do like this and like this. So we have the left and the right. I'm using a new font that I found for the heading on this demo, and it's Epilogue. I kind of like it. So I just kind of Googled different fonts that might look good. I don't need italic, but we'll just add it anyways. It's probably unnecessary. I'll add the font, and we'll add some text. So for the color palette for this, I'm going to use this color palette here. So I'll grab this background color, and for the section, we'll just give it this background color. Cool. And I'll add a heading in here, style the all. Actually, for this one, I'm just going to give it, well, all H1 headings, and then for the font, we'll do epilogue. And for the color, we'll use the screen color. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do for the font, and then I'm going to give it a custom class, hero heading, because this heading is abnormally large, or kind of, abnormally is probably not the word, but it's really large. 1.3 dash, and then I'll say piece. So it's a nice font, I kind of like it. Give it some letter spacing of like 3. Cool. And let's remove the margin and top from this heading. Okay. And then in the hero left, we'll add a paragraph. I'll style the all paragraphs. Let's give it the color, that same green color. And for this, let's use Inconsolita. That's kind of cool. 1.7 for the line height, dash. And let's make it a little bit larger. I don't like Inconsolita. Maybe... yeah, Ubuntu looks nice. Let's do that. And I'll add a button. Call this hero button. And give it the green background color. Set it to epilogue. And we'll make it all capital. So capital case. And I'll say learn more. Cool. We'll make it semi-bold. And add some letter spacing. Actually, no, let's do medium. And for the heading is bold. Okay, cool. So I'll just add some margin here to the bottom, and some margin here to, let me call this hero paragraph. Alright, and then we have an image that I'm going to place in here. So I'm going to add an image, choose image. I have that image of the piece hand. So I'm going to add it in here. Okay, so for this, for the hero right section, I'm going to give it a specific width and height. So I'll say 500 by 700. And for the hero right image, let's set it to 100%. And the height should be 100% as well. Okay, cool. Nice. And then for this hero left, oh yeah, actually, okay. So for the hero wrapper, we'll set align stretch. And this hero left, we'll say flex, vertical, and center. Cool. And we'll add some margin from the left, or padding from the left. Okay, or actually, you know what? Let's do 50-50. So 50%. There we go. And then I'll center this. Hero right, we'll make it 50%. And perfect. Nice, I like that. Let's set this to 42 CH. No, 72 CH. Okay, I'll just add a bit more padding here to bring that text in. Alright, yeah, that looks good. And let's give it a border radius here of 8. And 20. Alright. So we have our build. That looks pretty good. I can go ahead and publish. And we can quickly make it responsive on different devices. So I'll just set this to vertical. And then I'll set the hero right to 100%. And we'll set the hero left to 100% as well. Cool. And then I'll set this to 60 maybe. Margin from the bottom. And to the section, let's add 60 pixels from the top and the bottom of padding. Alright, that looks good. Still looks good. And let's resize this heading here, maybe 56. And we'll remove this margin, this padding here. And nice. Let's remove some of this margin. And let's do 20 for this. Maybe 0. Why is that so far away? Ah. Yeah, because the image. That's okay. Alright, cool. So that's done. Let me see if, yeah, we need the 100% height. Okay, so we can publish it, and that's done. Just a quick little build. And nice. Cool. Alright, not bad. This text is a little bit too long. I wouldn't want this text to get that long there, so. But yeah, just a quick little layout. Now let's add the grain effect. So this is from Manuel. I found the script called grained.js. It allows you to add some grain effect to your site. So then I went to JSDeliver. So jsdeliver.com. I saw if they have it on a CDN. So I typed in grained.js and it's right here. Then I went ahead and added it by clicking this toggle. I went to show and configure all links, select HTML output, and then I have it right here, grained.min.js. So I'll copy it, and then we'll go into the before the body tag and just paste that in there. And then we'll add some script tags. And we have the scripts. And then we can just add the code that he mentioned here. So variable options. And then we'll add that in here. And then we have another piece of code here. Yeah, so we'll copy this code. Yeah, copy that code and paste it right after. So it's grain container and then options, or we don't need it in brackets, so options. I believe that's how that goes. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, and he also has a generator here, so you can click on the online generator and you can kind of generate your own grain. You can even make it animated. So let me change the opacity here to 0.1. Maybe change the grain density to like 2. We're just going to try it out. And then we can just copy this in here and paste it in here. Okay. And then for the container, we're going to give it the ID grain. So we have to go, so I'll save it. And we have to go and give the section the ID under element settings. We'll say grain. Okay. So this is going to target the section and it's going to apply that grain to the section. So just like that, we have the grain effect and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so here's a quick trick, Manuel, to have all the elements be on top. And he mentions this here. So he mentions here, since a div element with class grained is added, oops. He writes, since a div element with class grained is added as first child element with position absolute, it will have the z-index priority and appears on top of other contents in the container element. If you want the other elements in the container element on top of grained effect, you have to add CSS like this. So we have to go and copy this piece of code here and go into Webflow and then go into the CSS. And here I would say style, paste that piece of code and close the style tag. And then instead of container, I'm just going to put grain because that's the ID we're using. I'll click save and then I'll publish. And I'll preview. And I do not know what happened there. I probably did not close the style tag correctly. Oh yeah, not a question mark. It needs to be a bracket. Okay. Let's publish. And there we go. So now all these elements are on top and the grain is behind. I can click on the button and this doesn't have the grain. So that's something to note. Oh, thanks, Manuel. Appreciate it. No code conference Webflow. So let me just take a look to see how they did it. Yeah, so this text doesn't have the grain. Yeah, so none of the text or the icons have grain on top. So essentially this effect would work. Yeah, this image has grain. So everything else has grain. Yeah, I think you can. Here, I'm gonna adjust the grain too. I don't know if they used this. Let me change the grain density all the way to the lowest. Opacity of 1 is good. And opacity, yeah, let me change the grain density to 1. Opacity of 1, yep. And let's see. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It does have the grain effect. I'd be curious if there's other grain scripts. I'm not sure, because I would ideally want to change the color of the grain. I'm just doing a bit of research here. Yeah, there might be some other methods. Yeah, but I won't get too much into it. That script might be helpful. You could also use a noise PNG as a background image. You could. Yeah, you could, Pablo, for sure. I probably should have looked into how they did it here. Let's see. Where's my developer? Show developer. Okay. Yeah, let me view the source. Okay, no. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can find anything here. Oh, cool. They're using the slick slider on here. That's interesting. Background dots. Is that it? Huh. Interesting. Oh, they use JS Deliver too. That's interesting. I wonder what this is. Yeah, repeating linear gradient, grade lines, background dots, radial gradient. I don't think this is it, but background dots. No, I don't think that's it. Anywho, I won't spend too much more time here. Yeah, so nice. So Seth wrote, yes, I use noise PNG method too. Dale, interesting, the kind of thing that can up your game when appropriate, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it is a cool effect. Manuel, Pablo, yeah, sure. It was more about the fact that the screen is on top of all the content. That's why I could not figure it out. Gotcha. Animated GIF layered on top. Yeah, I don't know if I'd use an animated GIF for it. I'd probably use a script or a background. But yeah. The radial gradient here has me curious. I'm gonna test something out. I don't think this will work, but let me just add a div block and see something here. I'm gonna call it test. Okay, background gradient. And what's that about? I don't use radial gradients much, so I just wanted to test this out. Radial gradient. 1 pixel. Repeat. How do you change the size of this? Radial gradient. No. Okay. Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure something out there. Cool. So yeah, that's how you add that script, Manuel, just grain.js. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to cover in today's live stream, really. I didn't have much, to kind of cover in today's live stream. I see we have quite a few viewers, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the chat, and we can just have a nice discussion about Webflow. What are you looking forward to as far as Webflow? No Code Conf is going to be online this time, so I think it's going to be free. And some great speakers. Timothy Ricks is going to be there. Awesome. Lacey is going to be there. Very cool. Yeah, Lacey's going to be a speaker. That's dope. Brando, he's amazing. Oh, this hover effect is very cool. Camille, very cool. Connor, yes. And yeah, a lot of great people. Very nice. Just looking through to see if I can recognize any other folks here. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, a lot of cool kind of illustrations here on the site. Yeah, it's gonna be, yep, so Dale confirmed it's gonna be free. Nice. So Timothy Ricks, Lacey, awesome. Obviously Vlad, the man, the founder. Cool. So yeah, that should be fun. I'll definitely be watching, and then we can even discuss after in these live streams like what we think and what we're excited about. I know it's gonna be like poppin', like the announcements. We're just gonna all freak out. Um, so yeah. So this is a cool effect. This is done with position sticky. My dog just came in. Hold on one sec. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know if you saw my dog, but he just came up on the table. Yeah. Can you use pointer events none in the case? Yeah, definitely. Definitely want to go to live conferences. You can use pointer events none in case of container absolute with a high z index. Yeah. Put it on the bottom and set the z to 1. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you could do the grain effect with just applying it to a background. Applying it as a background, which is probably what they did. Let's see, section. If anyone finds the actual grain, let me know because I'm curious about it. So let's see, CC header. So we have the section. Does it have any background? No. Container. There's a max width of 900. Okay, main background purple. Okay, so we have this color. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're adding the grain via... And I actually think Webflow created a video on how they created this website. Maybe we can look that up. Hold on, let me look it up because I think they did go over... They did like a live stream on how they built this site. No code website, Webflow. Yeah, exactly. There's a video on it, and Nelson is the host. Here, I'll bring it up. So, building in Webflow. Yeah, cool. So it's this one right here. So learn how the new no-code conf 2021 website was built. Oh, thanks, Pablo. So Pablo did find it. Oh, noise overlay. Is that it? Wait. Container that says noise. So it must be this. It looks like an embed. Style. Oh, this is the embed I was looking at. Noise overlay. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Doi, yeah. Thanks, Pablo. This is why I really like this chat because we have some really great minds here. Oh, they don't go over technicalities though. It is more about design. Yeah, so here, let's do it. Let's save the image and let's add the grain. Hopefully, if anyone from Webflow is watching, they're okay with this. Like I'm just grabbing the grain. And let me just add it in here. So we have that grain effect, and then I'll just add it to the section. So let me remove the custom code here, because this grain might actually be nicer, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of this grain that I added with the script. It's okay. It's not like the best script, to be honest. It's like mediocre. And yeah, so let's go ahead to the section, add the image, this gradient, set it to cover, contain. Okay, so this is where they must have added a custom size, 15 by 15. All right, so yeah, if you add that background image, you can what do I want to say? You can set the width and height to set the size of the grain, right? So if I say, I don't know, 50 by 50, I get a really nice grain. Okay, so, and I think, yeah, so 80 by 80 looks really nice. Let me see what it probably shows here what they did for the grain. background size 250, position, opacity. Yeah, they lowered the opacity. Okay. Okay. I don't think it was 250 by 250. Oh, maybe it was. So 250 by 250, that gives you a really nice grain. Oh, that's very nice, yeah. So that's how they added that grain, and then they set the opacity to 65%. Nope. Okay, so how did, yeah. So I would have to put all of this, so I have to add a div in here, like this, and call this content wrapper or something like that. And set, yeah, actually that's fine. Yeah, and then I can set, no, that wouldn't work. As soon as I set the opacity, yeah, so Pablo has it right. It needs to be an overlay, so let me undo this. So for the section, set it to a position of relative. Set this to noise wrapper. I'll set it to a position absolute and full. And then we'll remove this noise here, and we'll add it to this wrapper. Make sure that the hero wrapper is in front, and we'll add the noise to this. And custom 250 by 250. Oh, that's super dope. Look, that grain looks amazing on the piece fingers. Wow, I like that a lot. Yo, that's a crazy effect. Props to Webflow, the Webflow team for this. Yeah, that's super dope. Yeah, we do want it tiled. Cool. So, yeah, and then we need to set the hero wrapper to position of relative. So it comes to the top. All right, so yeah, so we have the grain. That looks dope. Now to the hero right, I'm going to add the grain to this because I want it to be over the finger. So we'll add it here. Choose image. Oh no, okay. No, got it. All right, never mind that. We need to add a div block here, and we'll say, yeah, we could just say noise wrapper, or I'm going to call it noise, yeah, wrapper, and then I'm going to rename it to noise overlay, okay? And then to the hero right section, we're going to set it to a position of relative, so the noise is just in here. And okay, so interesting. So I have to add the same background color that this section has. I have to apply it to the right section, because otherwise we get noise on top of noise. So it's like, it looks darker because it's like double the noise. But I think if I give this hero right section a background color, perfect. And that's how we did that. So this has the same background color as the section. So essentially it all looks like it's blended in, even though we're using the overlay twice. Oh, I love that. Oh no, what happened here? Okay, so something didn't quite work. Let's see. Okay, noise overlay. And position full. Hero wrapper. Huh. Wait, hero right. It's relative. Yep, that's fine. So noise overlay. What happened here? Okay, let's set the z index to 1. No, I shouldn't have a z index. The hero wrapper is relative. The section is relative. Oh, noise over. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Hero right, hero left. We have the wrapper. We have this overlay. Let's see what happened here. That all looks good. Wonder if we do this. Oh, we could even set it to 2 times 2x to make it even crispier. Yeah, that looks dope. Let's see. So, okay, yeah, that's curious. What's happening to the overlay? So overlay. Oh, the position absolute is getting overwritten. Why is that? Oh, right. Because of this grain. Yeah, I think because of this grain text. Yeah, because that piece of code we were working with. So let me make sure in the style section that this piece of code doesn't affect anything. Okay, so save and publish. Yeah, I think it was just a piece of code, Dylan. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Oh, you kind of noticed it's very subtle, but you can kind of, if you pay very close attention, you can tell that this finger has its own grain applied to it. But it's so subtle, like you wouldn't even notice unless you paid like very close attention. So this has me, let me see if there's a grain generator. Look at this. Okay. All right, so I just found this site here. It's called Noise Texture Generator. Okay, so just, yeah, noise. I'll put it in the chat and we'll paste it in here. You know, I wasn't gonna make this one clonable, but now I am, because I think it is cool. So let's set it to white here. And let's see, noise opacity. Yeah, this is perfect. Look at that. Let me see what size the grain is here that we downloaded from the Webflow site. 400 by 400. So I would just do the same here for this noise generator. Make it 400 by 400. And the noise density. Let me see the opacity. Okay. So you can make it really dense and then set the opacity very low. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. Yes, I want the noise to be transparent. Yeah, transparent noise. Something like that. There's a noise plugin for Figma too. Dope. So noise density, we'll put it at the lowest. And then we'll set the opacity to something like that. So let's download this. And where'd it go? Ah, here it is. I just want to see if I can tell the difference between this. Look at that, it's like almost the exact same thing. Yeah, nice. I like the texture that Webflow uses here. It's a little nicer, I would say, than this. You know, but it looks almost the same. Yeah, noise. Yeah, this could be a cool generator. But yeah. Oh, thanks Vinay Kumar. Let me see if I can find another noise generator. So scrap that plugin that I mentioned at the beginning. That's not necessary. I mean, unless you wanted to animate your noise, like. Yeah, there's this one. There's this one here. Noise and gradient. That's kind of cool. Let's kind of play with this. That's actually very cool. And you can download. Yo, this is dope. Chaos factor. Wait a second. And let me use the colors here. I'm just gonna play with this really quick. Too many tabs. You always want to keep your tabs clean. That's what I say. Because it can get pretty chaotic. Just want to try this out here. Whoa. Can I swap these colors? Yeah, let's try something like that. Download. This is a JPEG. Where'd it go? That's pretty cool. Here, let's just use something like this. Oh, cool. You can say another and it'll switch up the gradient. I like that. Oh. Wow. Here, let's do this one. See how this looks. Yeah, it's hard to keep the tabs organized for sure. Like Chrome has groups, like add to new group, so you could create a group and like color it and name the group and stuff like that. Yeah, let me see if I can do it. Edit. Yeah, but anyways, you can organize it that way. Yeah, let me go back to this, what I was working on here. So we have this, and let me add it. And let's change the noise overlay. I'm just gonna change the image. Oy. No, custom. Yeah, this wouldn't work with a gradient because the pattern would have to be correct. No, this wouldn't work. All right, let me undo that. Let's go back to the dope gradient. Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of playing with that, see if we could get anything out of that. But if we remove all the colors, what happens then? Oh, you have to have two colors. Okay. Yeah. Olga wrote "Story of My Life." Yep. Nice. Well, this was a fun live stream. We went over the gradient, the noise texture effect. Yeah, shout outs to Pablo for mentioning it. Webflow did have it here. Noise overlay, it was actually kind of obvious in a way, but I thought it was a bit more complex. And then they added this PNG and set the opacity and set the background size here, and that helped us get the effect. But yeah. Yeah, shout outs. Yeah. Again, props to Pablo. Yeah, sometimes like you're always looking for the most complex thing to figure something out, and it's usually pretty easy. Like when I'm working with code or something and I miss a comma or semicolon, like, but yeah, that's the site, and I think that's it. Any super chats today? I'll take any super chats. Any requests? Yeah, I'm going to close all these tabs. So many tabs. Yeah, one thing, my wife actually mentioned this. It would be dope if Webflow had a QR code here, because like when you're testing your site on mobile, it would be dope if you could just like take a snapshot of the QR code on your screen, and it would bring up the website right away. Because sometimes your Webflow.io URL is super long, and you don't want to type that into your phone, right? Or like send it to your email and then have to open your email. So if you had a QR code here for the site, you could just be like, boom, take a picture of the QR code and open your site right away. I think that would save users a lot of time having like a QR code there. It's really the pointer events none setting. This would have saved me a lot of time. Dope. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I might use this grain texture in a few other sites. It's a very cool texture. Kind of ganked it from the Webflow no code conf. Ganked is a weird word. No code conf Webflow. Yeah, but yeah, that's how they added that nice texture. Yeah. So yeah, this is the curious part. Like for this button, because this button has the texture. So did they add the texture to the button? There's probably a like yeah. I'm still curious about that. Like, no, they must have added it to the button. Button primary, color, background color. Div. There's that. Well, that's. Oh, wait, never mind. They could just set it to transparent. No, they can't. Yeah, how'd they add the texture here? Right, because you can click on it. Have a great weekend, Pablo. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's see. So this button wrapper, inset. Okay. Yeah. Color. Yeah, I still don't see how they have the grain on top, because I don't see the grain effect here. Unless this has an opacity. Does this button have an opacity? No. No, John, it's because the noise container above has the pointer events none setting. It's because the noise container above has the pointer events. So it will overlay all, but still keep things like buttons accessible. This is what I was curious about. Oh, snap. For real? Oh, what? What? Okay. Wait a second. So you're telling me I could put the overlay over everything? No, this would be wild. I'm about to learn something new today. Noise overlay. Let me remove the noise overlay from this. And so if we select the noise overlay and just set pointer event to none, I could still click the button. No, wait. Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know. I probably have to play with this, but that's an interesting concept. I'm gonna mess with that a little bit. Noise overlay. So, cool. So if we go in here and just want to let you know, John, that I've learned a lot from you these past 2 weeks. It has made understanding Webflow a lot easier for a self-taught designer. That's awesome, Kavita. That's what I'm here for. Dope. Okay, so noise overlay, pointer events, none. Okay, position absolute, z index 1. Huh. Noise overlay, pointer events, none. Okay, actually, yeah, I did it wrong. I think pointer events is different than cursor. The noise has to be at the back, but with a z index of 1. Okay, so noise. Alright, so let me put the noise overlay all the way, okay, in the back here. Z index of 1. And I remove it from here. So would it be in the custom code? I'm just going to replace this here. Pointer events. Oh wait, pointer events. What am I doing? Yeah, okay. Alright, noise overlay, pointer events, none. Yeah, this chat is really smart. 100%. Oh. Wow. That is it. Amazing. Wow. Yo. This chat is amazing. That is right. I'm curious about something now though. So if I take this hero left, or how about hero heading, and I set the z index to higher, something like 10. Yo. Yo. This is amazing. Position, relative. Oh my god. Yo. Alright, so look at that. I took the noise off the text. It's still added to this finger, so I could essentially, yeah, I already deleted the noise overlay for this peace sign. But the overlay, oh, that's so dope. Yeah, and if for text you could just set a higher Z index if you don't want it to have the the noise. But this button has the noise and it's still clickable. I mean, this hand has the gradient, so I don't have to worry about that weird effect of like having two noise gradients. That is super cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't drink beer, but maybe a coffee. Cool. Let me read. Yes, but the noise has the, okay, the back, dope. Yep. OMG. Yeah. Crazy, right? Nice. Every day we are learning crazy things as a community. John, oh, okay. You started a Discord server. Uh, that's an idea, Amkar. Maybe. I just don't know how active I could be in the Discord server because when I'm not doing the live stream, I'm actually kind of busy doing other things. So before the live stream and after, I'm a bit busy, and then also preparing for the live streams. But if we keep gaining momentum with these live streams and these chats, Discord server could be the way to go, definitely. Okay. Yeah, so the coffees are gonna get flipped where I'm gonna start owing having to send people coffees. Uh yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Um cool. Yeah, Pablo and oh yeah, Pablo was the one who kind of helped us a lot here. Emmanuel as well. So yeah, cool. So yeah, it's becoming a two-way street where I feel like I'm learning from the community, and I'm, you know, hopefully there's new people in here too that we're providing some good insight for. And yeah, when two or more minds get together, really great things happen. Dope. Awesome. So yeah, I'll make this clonable. I don't think Webflow will mind that I used their grain PNG because it is just a grain. Um, yeah, yeah, it's true, Amkar. That's true. Um, but then I'd have to worry about monitoring the Discord and having admins and stuff like that. So I think it would take a bit of time because, you know, if anyone just joins and, you know, it could get a little hectic. But I'll think about it. So Marcin wrote, "What do you think about client first from QuinSuite?" I did go over that in a live stream, in a previous live stream. Let me kind of review it again real quick, or just take a quick look. Yeah, from what I got from it, it's just a class naming methodology that could help you stay organized. So I never poo-poo that at all. Like, um, I think it's amazing actually. So yeah, you can see here like the structure, page wrapper, nav component, main wrapper, section, page padding, container. So yeah, it just helps to structure a site. And whenever you can bring more structure to a site, um, you know, that's awesome. You know, they're using rems. I did mention I'd cover rems at some point. I haven't done that yet. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll just maybe I'll use the system because it is free. I think it's clonable. So yeah, I'll just use this in a build, and we'll kind of go over it. Yeah, they have wireframes, so why not? Yeah, let's do it. We'll build with client first. Yeah. Appreciate the knowledge and the willingness to share it here. So great. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Amkar. I mean, if it can be monitored and, you know, uh, that'd be interesting. So yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, but yeah, let's work a little bit more with client first because I think there is something to it, you know, to help us stay organized. So yeah, these are clonable, these wireframes, and yeah, can help to keep a site organized. Awesome. So yeah, thanks everyone. Super cool live stream today. If you watch the beginning, forget about that noise script because this was the way to go. Shout outs to Pablo again. I think I've done it like 3 times, but he helped us track down how Webflow did it here. And you know, the noise overlay, we downloaded the image, we applied it to, we created a noise overlay, applied it to the site with a z index of 1, and then we made sure that pointer events for the noise overlay was set to none, and this allows us to have the buttons clickable and have us be able to add the overlay over everything. So Marcin wrote, are you able maybe in the next streams check out how they create combo classes for margin padding? Yeah, Marcin, let's do it. That sounds fun. I am cool with that. So yeah, we got a lot of viewers today. For the new viewers, definitely check out my previous streams. We do cover a lot of great things. If you go to my website, WebDev for you. I know I started off a bit slow today, but if you go to WebDev for you, go to interactions. I'm going to change that to clonable. You can see all the layouts we've built previously, and you can just clone them and just take a look at how I built it. And yeah, and you can watch the video. So like for a lot of these, like for this one that we built yesterday, you can watch the video. Just click watch video, and it'll take you to the video for that stream. And let me pause it here. But yeah, this was a fun one yesterday where we used anime.js to animate different things and create this really interesting button. All right, so yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Have a great weekend. Marcin, feel free to join on Monday, and we'll cover the client first, class naming convention and classes. And yeah, have a great weekend. Hopefully you don't spend too much time with Webflow because sometimes we do need a break. But if you have a project you're building, good luck with the project. Hope it goes well. Hope you keep your classes organized and all your div elements make sense. So thanks everyone. Have a great weekend. And at the 4th time saying that, I tried to create my own one and there's something strange. What? Maybe such a great Webflow dev like you help me understand. Yeah, I'll be happy to help, Marcin. Definitely. All right, everyone. I'm signing out. Thank you again. Awesome. And see you next week. Peace. Or I'll leave it with this one. Peace. Because that's the build up today. All right. See ya.